And so now you can see the form that I created in Word, and I think it turned out pretty good. And now let me show you how I created this form inside of Microsoft Word. Okay guys, here we are inside of Microsoft Word, and on the left is the form I created, and on the right is the a table I created in advance and went ahead and filled out the fields so it would save a little time. Now I need to tell you that after I finished creating this form, I found a few key features in Word that would have made creating this form much simpler. But I'm going to show you that separately in this same video, but separately from this, because I want to show you the pitfalls that I encountered while creating this form, so you won't have to fall in those same pits that I did while creating this form. So let's get on with it here. And the first thing I need to do is I need to merge these cells so I can put this formula in right here. And that's these cells right here. Now, what I first did is I selected those cells, and then I right-clicked, and I choose Merge Cells. But you can see immediately what I was dealing with when I was trying to create this table. You see how wonky this went when I chose that command? I mean, it about drove me nuts. So I'm going to undo that. Well, it was only later on, through trial and error, that I figured out that choosing merge cells here is different than choosing table merge cells up here, because watch when I choose it up here from the menu. It works. It didn't make the table go all wonky. And that took me a while to figure out. And that's one of the pitfalls, or it's the major pitfall I wanted to show you, that using the right click merge cells isn't the same as using the merge cells from the menu up here. And that is a bug that Microsoft has to fix. But so let me go ahead and type in what this is supposed to say. I'll center align it. And it just seconds per percent formula. And I'm putting it in all caps, but that's okay, because we're going to get rid of this one, and I'm going to create a different, a new form and show you the easier way to do it. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now the next thing I did, or it may have been the first, is I selected all the tables, the cells, by just clicking this icon, and then right-click Table Properties. And then I chose row, specify height, and I chose a 1/4 of an inch height on all of the cells, and then click OK. And that just gave me a little more room between the rows. Now the next thing I need to do is I wanted to center all these texts in here properly. So I don't want all of them selected, but I want these selected minus this one. But anyway, so right click and choose cell alignment and align center left. And that just kind of scooted them down and aligned them nicely in the center. Okay, so I want to keep going here and showing you what this merge cells will do if you choose it from the right click menu. Now I'm right clicking here to merge cells, and look what it did to the table. Unbelievable. So I'm going to undo that. Go up here to the table menu and merge cells, and you see it works nicely right there. And we need to merge these cells, table, merge cells, and then I need to merge these down here. I'm going to right click just for fun, just to show you merge cells. Look what it did to the table. Guys, I'm here to tell you this drove me absolutely nuts while I was trying to build this table. So undo that, table, merge cells, and it works like it's supposed to. So now we'll just drag this down, and then we'll drag this down, and that's getting better. And we need to merge these cells. Let's see what, let's right click again. Look at that. Amazing. Table, merge cells, works just like it's supposed to. And now you can see we're most of the way there. Now let me show you the second pitfall I had. You can see over on this table that I got temp, and that this column here lined up at the right edge of time and flight distance and all that. But watch this. When I grab this and try to move it, it moves the one above it and below it. Well, it's fine that it moves the one below it, but it's not fine that it's moving the ones above. And I'm going to show you how I was remedying that, because I didn't know any better. Is I would click this cell, right click it. I said split cells into 2 columns, 1 row, like that. And then that would seem to free it up. It was only later on through experimentation that I found out that that was the wrong way to do it. What it actually frees it up is the cell being selected. Once that cell is selected, you can then drag it independent. It won't move the rows above or below. So what I want to do is, since these 3 are combined that move together, I want to select all these cells and slide them over like this. And once those cells are selected, you can do what you need to do with them. Also, you can either select them by clicking and dragging, or if you click to the left of the table, you can select whole rows at a time, which also works. It'll separate them from the other ones. And if you click up top, you can select whole columns at a time, just to make things easier on you. So that's the second thing that drove me nuts. Even though it's simple, when you don't know how to make it work, it's very difficult. So I believe that basically has this part of the tutorial finished. Now I want to close this, and I'm going to show you that hidden feature that'll help you a ton. So let me close this one. Don't save. And we'll just create another new document. And now go to insert. Now there's multiple ways to insert a table. This is how I do it. And you can see over here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. And it needs to be 9 rows down. But this table feature will only let you create 8 rows. But it's no big deal, because you can just click in the last cell here on the right, hit the tab key, and it'll create another row for you. Okay, now for that hidden feature. You can see that we got a layout tab right here. Well, once you create a table, now it's hid because, let me make this a little wider. It's hid. Now you can see there's also a layout tab here. So you got a layout here, and this layout tab appears once you create a table. And look, it's got the merge cell command here. It's got your row height, so I can go ahead and select the table properties and select the row height and put 0.25. And there it is. I don't have to go to table properties. It's got all your alignments right here. And if I widen this on out, you can see they're no longer in a submenu. Now, unfortunately, these merge cells one, when you collapse it down as small as I do here, you have to click it and use merge cells right here. But it's not that big a deal. But just know that if you had the full width of your monitor, you can just click the icon. You won't have a downward pointing arrow to click, because there'll be enough room to show it like that. But we need to see this template here on the left, or our pattern. Okay, so I'll quickly enter this information here. And I'm just hitting the down arrow to go to the next field. I'll fast forward the video so you guys don't have to watch this. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've finished entering in all the text that we need in here. And now let me go ahead and show you how much easier having this layout toolbar up here for tables makes this become. By the way, when you need to widen a column, if you just double click, it'll auto fit it. So just double click it and it will auto fit. Now the next thing we need to do is need to combine these cells here, and just go up here to merge cells, and this command works great. It's not like the right click menu. And we need to merge all these cells. So go up here to merge. Whoops. Yeah, I can't do it that way. I got to select these independently. Merge those like that. Merge those. And then this whole bottom column. And you can see how much faster it goes here, because this command works correctly and it's a lot closer. And I believe that's got that. Now I need to free this row up so I can move this line here. So I just selected the whole row. It's the easiest thing for me. It looks like it lines up over here. And then temp lines up here. And we'll just select these, and we'll move wind over here also. There we go. And we'll do the same for video settings. And like I said, it drove me nuts at first, because when I was dragging this line, it would drag everything else above it and below it, and it took me forever to figure out how to do that. Alright, now we'll make a little more room here. Grab notes here and drag it down. So now all we got left is formatting, or this. So I'm going to click back on the Home tab up here. And I need just a little more width. There we go. And shade this. It's that color gray. Select them four. Select those. Make them gray. The fill. And make those gray. You can see how much faster it goes with this toolbar, that other toolbar we had. Okay, and we're basically finished. Let me type this in, center align it. Seconds per percent formula equals flight time divided by battery percent used. And by the way, guys, I got to make a shout out to this guy here on YouTube. Let me go to his site here real quick, because he's the one I got the idea from to even create this drone logbook. And it's this guy right here. His name is RV Safari.
Hey.
And it was his
and then you can
his logbook is where I got the idea to bind mine up, and I copied some of his stuff here. And I just want to thank you, RV Safari, for putting this on YouTube, and it gave me the idea and inspiration to create my own. So thanks, RV. So I had to do a shout out for him. Also, if you want to know how to use, let me show you. If you want to know how to use this beginning battery percentage and all this, that's where I got this formula. I got all this idea from him. He shows how to use it later on in his video. Looks like he starts it somewhere around 4 minutes, and he goes through and he explains how to. So the battery's starting at 100%. How to use that formula and what it's all about. So that's where I got all this. And so we'll finish highlighting this, and it's this orange right here. And then all I did was select the table, Command C, come down here, paste it, Command V, and then we just need to create another small table with 3 rows. So insert, let me click it down here. Try that again. And I guess I have to do it this way. Insert table. And we want 3 rows and about 4 columns. And then make it fit all the way to the right. And we'll select those cells. Let's go back to this cool layout tab. Ribbon, they call it. And we'll stretch this out a little bit. There's our row height, 0.25. And we need this middle one to be just a little taller. We need to merge these cells here. Merge. Man, guys, I love using this merge feature. It don't make your table go all wonky. And alignment for that cell needs to be centered. And all entries are true and correct. It's a place here for the pilot to sign, and if there's a spotter, for the spotter to sign. Alignment dead center. And this would be, let's go ahead and fix the alignment on these. Alignment here, center left. So this is time forward. And this is time page. Uh-oh, looks like we're going, and then we need total time and spot fret. So we need to split this into 2 columns right here. And I think that's what, let's see. I know there's a split command up there. Yeah, split cells. 2 columns, 1 row, there we go. And now we can shrink this back down. It looks like I got time page up under the L over here. Time forward about right there. Drag the palette over here a little bit. Something like that. And drag this one to that one. And we're about through, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something went wonky there. We'll select them. And it looks like this one goes about right here. I need to split this one more time, don't I? So, where was that split cells? Right here? Well, split cells, there it is. Need to split it one more time. Time page. And this is total time. And like that. And let's go ahead and about finished here, guys. I hope you like it. Let's go back to the home tab. That's orange, 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 and this one is gray, gray, gray. And there we have it, guys. The only thing left to do is if you double click up top, you can enter your header and drone flight log, and of course you can highlight, go to the home tab here and make it, I think I made it 22 points, bold, center. So I messed with it a little more to get the spacing correctly, but you get the gist. And same way with the footer down here. You double click down here for footer. There it goes. That's where I put this information in. I think you get that. But anyway, that's it. And I hope you've seen how fast you could create this form. Of course, all I did here was made this font red. And I think maybe bold. There we go. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helped you if you have to create any kind of form. And now that you see the pitfalls and stuff, and that new ribbon up here, this table ribbon, this layout right here. Now, remember, this layout only appears after you've inserted some sort of a table in your document. It's not there unless you create a table. Okay. That's it. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care.